BMW is typically at the forefront of many trends that come and go in the automotive world. They've designed and crafted engaging and legendary sports sedans, were one of the first brands to enter the luxury crossover market, and have added a handful of EVs to their product portfolio. Interestingly enough, BMW wasn't first in the three-row crossover segment, as Mercedes-Benz and Audi had already experienced success for years before the ultimate driving machine introduced the X7. New for 2023, there's been a facelift, but also new interior technology and performance updates to make this vehicle even more enticing than before. Being an overnight success since its arrival, has BMW set the bar one step higher? Well, here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2023 BMW X7. The BMW X7, specifically the M340i, finds itself at the inflection point in the luxury crossover and SUV markets, where at a price point of just over $100,000, buyers are looking for both premium quality and performance. And oftentimes, that's where a Porsche Cayenne makes the most sense. However, the X7 having 3 rows adds another dimension to the value proposition, which is being family friendly. When you step inside, you're greeted by an updated cabin with BMW's iDrive 8 user interface and new full digital gauge cluster dominating the dashboard layout. This will likely be the most notable difference compared to the prior model year, as the rest of the interior remains familiar if you've owned or driven an X7 in the past. Our model had the heated, ventilated, and massaging merino leather seats, providing supreme comfort and support, despite the bolstering not being too aggressive. The soft touch materials and more than sufficient sound deadening offers a sophisticated and luxurious experience. But where the X7 shines the most is with the smaller details, such as the ambient lighting that also makes its presence known on the passenger side dashboard and Sky Lounge panoramic moonroof. The second row seats are power adjustable, and for the driver, you can automatically slide the second row forward to provide easy access to the third row. Passengers will have dual zone climate control, heated outboard seats, and privacy shades, but even third row occupants are treated well, as they have their own sunroof, but also climate control and heated seats, making a longer drive comfortable for everyone inside. It's that attention to detail and focus on the needs and desires of the people inside the X7 that makes this crossover lean more towards being premium luxury compared to the rivals at this price point. Within less than a year after arriving at showrooms, the BMW X7 found itself at the top of the 3-row European luxury crossover segment, being highly competitive against the Mercedes-Benz GLS and Audi Q and SQ7. While never being an issue or a complaint from journalists or consumers, the X7 did take most of its styling cues from the smaller X5, which prior to 2019 was the flagship crossover for BMW, having been in production since the late 90s. Now for 2023, BMW's largest SUV to date received a cosmetic facelift for the front and rear fascias, to not only differentiate itself from the rest of the lineup, but to also create a more upscale and memorable persona that's quickly identifiable. Grabbing your attention immediately is the all-new headlights, which have been separated into 2 different housings, with the top set being home to the LED daytime running lights and turn signals, while the bottoms will be used in adverse weather conditions or at night. Not noticeable during the day and optional for the xDrive 40i is the standard cascade lighting for the kidney grills, and this will be a feature we'll be seeing much more of within the lineup, specifically for the 7 and 8 series. This enhances the level of opulence for this crossover, and adds another dimension to the functionality of these active air vents, as they open and close when necessary to help cool the engine. Despite no changes to the platform, the X7 for 2023 does carry itself with a more pronounced swagger that is definitely needed in this market and price range. BMW also reworked the rear fascia as well, thinning out the LED taillights and improving the quality of the chrome accents that run the length of the liftgate. With the X7 being an M340i, the quad exhaust is tucked away inside the squared-off outlets, and for most three-row crossovers and SUVs in this segment, these vehicles tend to be boxy, while BMW was able to still give the X7 a classy look without having the appearance of a glorified minivan. You can't call yourselves the ultimate driving machine and not deliver when it pertains to performance. And thankfully, BMW instilled their values and characteristics once again for the BMW X7. The 2023 model year makes some slight tweaks, most notably for the M60i, which is powered by a 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine, producing 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with the ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. All new is a 48-volt mild hybrid system to aid in overall efficiency. But for longtime enthusiasts, the X7 M60i is now powered by a true M engine, BMW's S68 motor, which will certainly feel the grunt and muscle of this powertrain. The regular X7 will also see an improvement in performance, with an extra 40 horses, to give buyers 375 horsepower from the 3-liter inline-six. Most importantly is that the X7 isn't all about straight-line speed, despite the M60i having a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds. But rather, the handling capability of this crossover will keep you locked in and engaged on winding back roads. Standard for 2023, the M60i will be equipped with a dynamic handling package, but you also have air suspension, providing a smooth and sophisticated ride even in Sport Plus mode. While steering doesn't feel as weighted as other BMW products, you'll have the confidence to enter and exit corners at higher speeds with minimal body roll. Best of all, the X7 doesn't feel like a copy and paste of the X5, as it has its own unique driving characteristics that feel more upscale and refined. As we discussed earlier, the BMW X7's interior is a classy and welcoming place to be, but that's compounded by the family friendliness that maybe the X5 can't offer. For years, the lack of a 3-row crossover was the missing piece to BMW's puzzle, where buyers may have looked elsewhere once they felt the need to upgrade from the X5. Now with a spacious second row and enough room to accommodate 2 more passengers in the third row, the X7 offers extra utility and practicality for larger families. Since our model had the optional 5-zone climate control, and the fact that the second row seats are power adjustable, it adds another layer of luxury that also accommodates additional passengers that some rival 3-row SUVs may not provide. When it comes to cargo capacity, you'll have right around 13 cubic feet of room behind the third row seats, which admittedly isn't the most spacious in this segment. But when not in use and folded, behind the second row, you'll have 48.5 cubic feet, and overall 90 cubic feet of room, which is more than enough if you're going on a weekend getaway or a longer road trip. Combine all of this with fun driving characteristics and an upscale interior, and you have a great all-around vehicle. Up and down the lineup for BMW, you'll find a host of great vehicles, from the M3 to the X5M. But it's the X7 that may get overlooked and possibly forgotten about as being not only a viable option for families, but a great all-around 3-row crossover that raises the bar one step further. Whether it's a base X7 or the M60i like we had reviewed, this vehicle perfectly slots into place as being a premium luxury SUV that not only outshines many of its competitors, but also undercuts more expensive alternatives like a Bentley Bentayga, Maserati Levante Trofeo, or Aston Martin DBX. While BMW's badge may not bring the same level of opulence, the performance and interior comfort would state otherwise. If you're someone who feels the X5 just isn't big enough, or you're ready to make the upgrade, it's the X7 that checks off all the boxes. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2023 BMW X7. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an X7, or any other premium luxury crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.